Tonight, live and in living color, the black and white film, Ed Wood. And what's up, y'all? Welcome to this episode of the Final Call Movie Review Show. I am J-Dub.
And I'm Mason.
And tonight we are reviewing the 1994 biopic Ed Wood, starring Johnny Depp as Edward D. Wood Jr., who, if you haven't heard of him before, is an infamous director known for making these notoriously horrible movies during the 1950s. He has been listed on many lists as one of the worst directors of all time, and his movies constantly make the films considered the worst of all time. But since the release of the biopic over 20 years ago, a lot of his movies have started to gain traction with a lot of a cult following, just simply due to a lot of the public not knowing who really Ed Wood was. Now, Ed Wood was a closet cross-dresser in his time, and he kind of incorporated what he did in his movies to the fact that since it was the 50s, it was hard enough coming out about certain sexual tendencies at that time, let alone just wearing different clothes of other sexes or of other genders. So he was trying to incorporate that into his movies to express his freedom about in a different way. And he was known about walking about the sets in Angora sweaters and things of that sort. But just showing that that's his true self and not being afraid to show who you are despite what the common thought or notion of the time is. The movie also stars Martin Landau as Bela Lugosi, and he did win an Oscar as Best Supporting Actor. Deserves every bit of it. He destroys it as Bela Lugosi. But you have an ensemble cast. Well, you got Sarah Jessica Parker, Bill Murray's in there, Jeffrey Jones is in there, the principal from Ferris Bueller. It's directed by Tim Burton, which gives some staying power. And since it is directed by Tim Burton, the music's also done by Danny Elfman and a great soundtrack. And to fit with the motif of the film, one of my favorite aspects about this movie is that the entire thing is shot and presented in black and white as an homage to that era.
It is a really good movie. It's well acted. Johnny Depp's really funny, running around in sweaters and being all, closeted for a while about his cross-dressing and all of that stuff. And Bill Murray's character is absolutely hysterical. He's sort of a transgendered individual. It's really a brilliant comedy. It's a really well-directed film. It even has a pretty heartfelt story going along with it. The Bela Lugosi character is hysterical and tragic all at the same time. You've got, just a wealth of quotability, if nothing else. I mean, this movie is so repeatable. You can watch it and sit there and think of things from it years later and still laugh just in your own head. It's a really well written, well directed. It's one of Tim Burton's best films, and it's definitely worth viewing.
Mm-hmm. Every single week, I'd say there's not a week that goes by where in some capacity something does not happen in my life, to go back to your quotable section, where I do not say the line, "Pull the string! Pull the string!" But aside from that, as a filmmaker myself, I can identify with Johnny Depp's portrayal of Ed Wood in the sense that as Ed Wood was hidden about his fashion choice, I was the same way about mine for a long time. And it was actually movies like this that it's like, you know what? It shows people that if they can do that back in the 50s, it's okay to do this now in the 1990s, 2000s, 2010s. So it's got a hold. A very good emotional and comfortable hold that lasts. I saw this movie when I was like 12, and that kind of helped me.
And that's why you wear tights?
That's not why. But it helped me be more open about it. That's a different story.
Right on, man. Right on. We'll get that eventually. But so on a scale from 1 to 100.
On a scale of 1 to 100, I confidently give Ed Wood a 91.
Yeah, I would have to agree that it's up there. I'd probably give it an 89. And it's the final call is to definitely see the film.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Find a copy wherever possible. It'll give you some knowledge on the background of some stuff that you didn't know
There's
about.
There's probably even a Criterion collection of this film out there somewhere.
There is.
I'll bet you.
There is.
Yeah, cop that if you're going to get it. But yeah, check it out. And this is the Final Call Movie Review Show. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed what you saw, please like us. Please follow us on Facebook or Instagram, or check out the links below. Subscribe on YouTube and comment. Let us know what you think, and let us know movies you'd like to see reviewed. And that's it. Thank you for watching.
Thanks. Holla.